live? Let's have a look. Good morning. Yes, we are live. So what's your thoughts on the 16-8 diet? So a 16-8 diet is essentially a fasting diet. It's a type of fasting. So 16-8 represents 16 hours of not eating and 8 hours of eating. And that's quite a well-known diet now. So if you come in and give me a hello, if you're on replay, drop a replay. So I had a question. What's my thoughts on it? Could it be something to try and help? Now, let's have a look at the main benefits of fasting. Is that by fasting for 16 hours, aka not eating for 16 hours, you essentially decrease the potential to overeat, the potential to snack in that time. There's fewer decisions to make, and the hope is that by fasting for 16 hours, one, you maybe become a bit more in tune with your hunger. Maybe you actually feel hungry at a point rather than just eating by a clock. Number two, within that 8 hours, it's less likely you are going to overeat. Not always, I'll come into that. And finally, it structures your day and limits decisions. So for example, if you say I'm going to eat between 12 and 8, well, let's face it, after 8 p.m, you probably make some poor choices quite often. We all do, right? Like after 8 p.m, maybe we're tired, we sit down for the first time of the day, there's some snacks out, we've turned off, maybe stressful emails or whatever it is, or anything with project you're working on or something, or the kids are in bed, whatever it is, and it's like time for you, and you're likely to probably make worse decisions. So consider that. You're less likely to go, I really fancy some carrot sticks. It's going to be, I don't know, the chocolates in the cupboard, the biscuits are out, someone offers you one, then if I've had one, I might as well have it, that, etc. So having that structure might help. However, at the same time, it can actually cause a bit of that binge restrict nature in some, or might kind of provoke that. So it's knowing you a little bit in here, and also knowing that the key reason it works is because it puts you in a calorie deficit. Now, there might be some other benefits. For example, the psychological, definitely, in relationship with the physiological changes in terms of hunger can be quite a powerful thing, like people feeling more comfortable being hungry. That can be another benefit of doing the fast. Less potential meal prep. They can get up, have a coffee and go, similar to what I do. And that, I'm not strict to 16-8, and this is the key bit I want to put out here. It doesn't have to be 16-8. I mean, it could be to start with, get some structure, then you might start to learn what works for you a bit more. There might be some days where you go a little bit longer. Some days it's more of a 14 hours rather than a 16-hour fast. And that might be something that you then work towards you. And then you go, you know what, if I don't fast, I know I just need to hit within my calories. How do I feel when I do that? And these are just questions to ask. And this is how you can kind of see really what works for you and create a plan for you that's more sustainable. And the research is quite interesting on this. Like fasting tends to be no better or worse than just hitting a calorie deficit. But for some people, they're in that section where it's a lot better for. And I know a lot of people who it works really well for, it just fits their day and their routine. And that's where it comes back to a bit about your day and routine. If I'm at home all day with the kids, and we're having breakfast, lunch and dinner, fasting is hard. We're around food all the time, just thinking about food all the time. Whereas if I'm at working, I'm doing sessions around, I can get up fast and I'm just getting on with my day and busy. That's the difference there. What's your environment like? And it might be, and for me, I guess I value that sitting down with the kids and eating them. That's something to do. So that's where I wouldn't fast on those days, but on other days I would. And that's an example. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. An example of how you might fit that to your routine. So I hope that helps. Any questions on that, do let me know. And have an awesome August. Happy August. Happy Tuesday. And I'll see you soon.